you're just joining us, this is AIT Reports on AIT. I'm being joined now live in the studio by the Vice President, Nigerian Irish Business Association, Aliyu Audu. Thanks for joining us on AIT Reports.
Thank you very much.
The country has been going through a very, interesting phase in the last few days, from August 1, so to speak. The protests, no doubt, the exclusive rights of citizens as long as they are peaceful. That's what the Constitution says. But we're seeing different turnouts of, hijacking and, destruction, vandalization of properties and all of that. This is completely at variance with what this government talked about, inviting investors into the country. Now, infrastructure, the little one that there is, are being destroyed. And what do you make of these? They've been destroyed by hoodlums who are, taking undue advantage of this.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you're quite right. Everybody has a right, a constitutional right, to protest. If you want to protest, that is fine. But it is not right to go around breaking things, destroying properties, and harming anyone. That is very dangerous, because we're at the stage in our economic life that we're looking for investment, we're looking to increase job opportunities, we're looking to invite, different businesses abroad to come and invest in Nigeria. Now, if we're going around destroying businesses, this is not a good sign for foreign investors. This is not a good sign for businesses, even local businesses that want to invest. So my advice is that people can protest, but should not protest violently. You can make yourself heard, you can make your statement by being peaceful. We don't need to destroy Nigeria, because Nigeria, we only have one Nigeria. If we destroy it, what else do we have? We have nowhere to go. Thank you.
Well, at the moment, the damage that has been done, the carnage in Kano, in Jigawa, in Zamfara, some of the northern states, and in parts of Abuja have experienced this destruction already. How do we access, in the first place, the magnitude of the economic damage, so to speak, that has been done to the economy, and what are the implications of that so far?
Well, yeah, as we have said, that first of all, it scares away people from investing. Secondly, lives and properties, especially lives, have been lost, according to what I heard, and properties have been destroyed. If, for example, now in Kano, I saw them climbing on top of solar lights and breaking. So these are properties worth a lot of money that government has invested a lot of money on in order to ease, to make life easier for every Nigerian. And, going there to destroy that is not going to help either. We should make our protest peaceful and make our points head to the government, but not to go around destroying properties, because that scares away investors, one. And again, the government and businesses will have to spend money to replace this infrastructure, and which has been lost. Absolutely. This money should have been used to provide other infrastructures in other areas of the economy. Well, if you destroy it now, then the government will still have to spend more money to replace this infrastructure. So rather than making a point, we are now causing more havoc in the economy, and that is not good.
Let me come from this other angle to begin with. Now, in the first place, this government actually did go around the world trying to, woo investors coming to the country, all right. But, you need to also have the basic infrastructure needed to attract investors to begin with. And the most basic infrastructure that is needed for production to thrive in the country is power.
Absolutely.
Now, we don't even have power in Nigeria, no doubt. And we also have this recurrent collapsing of the national grid that one even happened a few days ago, even in the midst of this crisis. So wouldn't it be, and to fix power is actually one of the demands of these protesters in the first place. Now, wouldn't it have been a very noble thing for this government to fix power once and for all first, before talking about wooing investors from other countries? Because no country actually thrives in terms of production without stable power. So, is it impossible for power in this country to be fixed anyway?
No, it's not impossible. We have always known the president to solve impossible situations, especially developing a state like Lagos and providing infrastructure. I think what we need to do is possibly to give him more time, because I believe he's a very determined person and he wants the best for Nigeria, but perhaps he needs a little bit more time to improve the infrastructure. I mean, he's just taken over the mantle of leadership just about a year ago, and I don't think that's enough time for him to develop our power problem that has been there for over 60 years. Let's give him a bit more time, and the protesters have made their points heard. The president is listening, and I believe he's going to do something about it. So what we should do as citizens, we should work with the president, come up with ideas. Because the president doesn't hold all the ideas, the ministers don't have all the ideas, the governors don't. Let's make our voice heard, but in a very decent way, without destruction of life and property. And I believe